A lady used to talk to me in my dreams. I'm gonna mark this as a dream, but it should be classified as something I have no idea how to explain. This is completely real, completely dumb to be sharing, but I feel it needs to be off my chest tbh. From the ages of around 12 to 16, I used to be visited by a very specific lady in my dream. It started very randomly. One night as I slept, I started to dream of this overlook on a mountain, but it didn't make much sense because there was one single street lamp, one bus stop, and the overlook, and why it didn't make sense was the bus stop. Everyone knows bus stops face the road, so you can obviously see when the bus shows up, but this one very specific bus stop faced the overlook away from the road, and you could see miles and miles of this town beautifully lit up all around. You couldn't hear anyone, but you could see lights moving all around from the cars as well. I would always start my dream on the other side of the road, so I was looking at the bus stop across from me. I'd walk over, and at first it was just me. But after a dream or two, this lady appeared. She was a gothic woman, maybe more emo sleeve tat, and wore all black. And she would just talk to me. We'd sit for hours in the dreams just talking about our lives together, and even though she wasn't real in my dream, she felt real to me. Like somehow she was really a real person telling me her life story. And it's important to note that this wasn't like an every night from 12 to 16 thing. It was random, completely random. I'd have these dreams, and every time it was the same. The only changes were the scenery of the mountain and the town, and it always corresponded to the season it was when I was having the dreams. If it was winter, the dream would be snowy and crisp, and it was always night. We would never have the same conversation either. It was always unique. I'd say I seen her and had this dream maybe 9 to 14 times through those years. But one day I had the dream and she wasn't there. The very last dream I had of the mountain and the city. She was gone. I was left completely alone watching the city on the bus stop bench. And the bus never came either. It was always just us, no other noises. If you read this far, and I know it's a long read, I'm sorry, but if you read this far, is it bad I miss having those talks with someone who wasn't even real? I'm 20 now and I can't even remember those talks tbh. I can't remember how she even sounded. It was always just her look I can remember, but I always felt safer when she visited me.